the last stage. Just in case you didn't know. It ends for you tonight, Kingpin. I swear it. I do like when they tell you it's the last stage, however, because when you're sitting there playing a game forever, you're like, man, how many stages are there? Especially if you're in the arcade, like, I don't have a whole lot of time. Letting you know that there's a final stage lets you know you're close to the end. So, I appreciate it. And of course, we just came into the Kingpin's abode. It's full of gun-toting minions. Seems pretty par for the course. Oh, what a waste of ammo. There we go. Spear. Spears are awesome. They can hit multiple enemies at once. However, getting the spear to actually connect with your enemies is more difficult because you have to make sure you're in exactly the same plane that they're on. I also love when I have the knife and I get to just slash them. Oh, here we go. Too many weapons on the ground. Yep. Which should be a boon to me becomes a vulnerability. But of course, I'm most interested in that flamethrower. That's definitely one of my favorite weapons in this game. And there you go, thank you. And I'll take that. I can take a lot of heat. It seems like every time these girls come on, they always have extra moves that I didn't see before. You can definitely tell this is the final stage. They're trying to throw out different varieties of enemies all put together, making it way more difficult to hit them. You have the ninja girls that keep disappearing. They can grab you. You have the pretty boys, which are almost indestructible, and you have the guy with the machine gun. I mean, not that the pretty boys are indestructible, but they could take a lot of hits. And, drop cheese, apparently. Definitely gonna be grabbing that grenade. Thank you. Ooh. Look at the size of this guy compared to just the regular enemies. Here's another staple of beat 'em ups is the off-screen antics. Wait, this guy's name is Scully? Wasn't Scully the first boss I took down? I'm pretty positive I shot him. Well, that guy went flying off the elevator, which is pretty cool. Somebody up there just keeps dropping sticks of dynamite. Which, is arming me. Thanks. I'm standing way too close to that. Yep. Oh, I hadn't broken that glass. That would have been awesome. That was gonna suck for both of us. Goodbye, Jigsaw. No great's gonna hold me down. I love this punk's face when he has the flamethrower. He just looks so excited. And so psychotic. This is wonderful. I mean, not if he was real, it'd be horrible, but in the world of fiction, it's fantastic. Who keeps delivering these barrels with cooked meat? I applaud them. I mean, it keeps them hot. How many times did that guy just lift me and hit me on the ground? It seemed like an excessive amount of times. See, even though they give you guns when you're facing them, it seems like hitting them with blunt objects is better. How many grenades did I just throw down? Alright, so I still got 3 left. I'm getting overpowered again. I'm gonna have to get drastic. Really don't want to waste any more grenades here. That's awesome. Thank you, machine gun. And thank you, meat. Alright, 2 grenades left. These jewels really don't do anything, they're just there for points. But somehow or another, the video game player in me needs to collect them. Must grab shiny objects. 1 grenade left. Ooh, got replenished. Wait, what? How many grenades did I throw on the ground and that never happened? Man, look at the size of this guy. You're through. Okay. Well, they're definitely not very good at grammar. That's for sure. These little minions are assholes. Did you see them laughing when I got hit? Some pretty strong furniture. Must be DuPont. Oh, unless I kick it. Guess no amount of Scotch Guardian's gonna help that. Nope, the other one's still standing there, no matter how many grenades I throw on it. Like, I know the Kingpin's really big in the comics, and obviously he's not that big in Daredevil because he's being played by, you know, a human, which, you know, humans don't generally get that large. But man, how much more imposing would it be in the show if he was anywhere near that large? But obviously I'd rather have it played by a human person rather than some horrible CGI. Either way, the Kingpin on the show is still incredibly imposing. Well, I finally defeated that seat. My goal all along. I remember reading about the Kingpin before. Apparently the Kingpin, even though he looks fat, it's not that he's fat, it's that he's all muscle. And he's also pretty quick. So he's an extremely dangerous opponent. On top of obviously being a very intelligent opponent. Like, he organizes crime all throughout Hell's Kitchen. And speaking of Hell's Kitchen and Daredevil and the show, I started watching Punisher. I've only gotten through the first episode so far, so I'm looking forward to finishing it off. I watched the first episode and I don't know why I immediately wanted to play the game first, even though it has no bearing on the show whatsoever, but it just reminded me of the game a little bit. I wonder what they would do if they, oh, there we go. Kill the Kingpin. These guys go flying around. So loyal. Throw themselves on the ground. And the last stage is clear. Maybe next time I play through this, maybe I'll play as a second player and play as Nick Fury. Oh, but of course. Oh no, the whole building is gonna blow. But why? Damn, we've got to get out of here. Good night, fat boy. Seems in poor taste to insult one of your enemies when he's already down. But I don't get this. Every time you beat the last stage of the last boss in a video game, why does the building they're in always collapse? Well, anyways, as the Kingpin faces final defeat at the Punisher's hands, the King building its support structure badly damaged collapsed, its dying echo reverberating through the city like the anguished roar of an exorcised demon. Very descriptive. Very, very descriptive. For him, there is no rest from the war until there is no evil left on the earth to fight. Wait, what? We could have definitely used some grammar check in here. The next morning, the police searched through the rubble of the King building. They found over 296 ex-criminals, but they could not find anybody that could be identified as dun dun dun, the Kingpin. Vengeance burns eternal. Got Nick Fury, no matter what he's doing, he's still got to be smoking a cigar. There's no way that would pass in today's video game market. That would immediately getting an M rating. M rating. But man, I do love these graphics. They're so good. Even when they're firing off their guns, you can see the highlights from the muzzle flash on their bodies. It's so cool. But you know, it'd be really cool if they took the Netflix show or even the Netflix world and did a beat 'em up based off of it. Like Marvel's take on it, but having more realistic characters and doing some kind of beat 'em up just like it, be amazing. Special thanks to Tanuki, Yugo, Alex. Oh, and of course Scott and all the Capcom staff. Can't forget about Scott. And Scott apparently doesn't have a last name, neither does Alex. This is the end. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me on this look at the Punisher and joining me through this very long playthrough. And I will see you next time on 20 Credit Playthrough.